You caught me cooking, and without a stitch of makeup on. Well, honey, let me tell ya, we got ourselves a good one today. Have y'all ever heard of Jaymes Mansfield? Oh, if you haven't, oh, darling, sit down, grab a drink, and let me tell you all about this queen with a story sweeter than peach cobbler. Mwah. I love me some Jaymes Mansfield. Now, Jaymes Mansfield, and yes, that's James with a Y, Jaymes, originally hails from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I mean, can you believe a Midwest gal like me? James was first known for her larger-than-life personality and adorable, campy little style. She's all about the retro doll-like look, just dripping in that old Hollywood style, that old Hollywood glamour. Hence her name. Feel like you're back in the 1950s beauty parlor, sipping on a milkshake. Now, James's look is always instantly recognizable. She loves blonde wigs with the big bouffant and always brings her characters to life. And that's what's so special. James isn't just putting on makeup. She's creating these personas, these living dolls. It's pure nostalgia, but with a cheeky modern twist. All right, let's fast forward to 2017, season 9 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Now, Jaymes came on the scene, bless her heart, but she didn't last long on the show. But her early exit had folks saying that she was just too sweet, maybe too soft-spoken. But here's the thing. Jaymes didn't let that loss define her. No, ma'am. Instead, she used it as fuel. Now, you know, in the drag world, sometimes it's not about how long you're on screen. It's really about what you do with it afterwards. And Jaymes did a lot afterwards. She does wigs. She does beautiful wigs. She does wigs for a lot of people. She has a very successful, I just became one of her wiglets. Hopefully I'll hear from her. Maybe she'll see this. Now, this queen didn't just fade into the background. Oh, no, honey. She took to YouTube and created her own little drag empire. Makeup tutorials, wig transformations, and educational videos all about drag history. And she does these videos where she recreates like famous actresses' hairdos. Oh, it's just so beautiful. I love it so much. She even shares behind the scenes techniques to create wigs and costumes, not just for queens, but for all folks who want to express their inner fabulous selves. Oh, I love her so much. Her channel has become like a drag school for anyone who wants to learn from one of the best. Jaymes is so down to earth. It's like you're sitting with your best friend, just gabbing away. And she'll show you how to take a basic synthetic wig and turn it into a work of art. Now, Jaymes has really carved out a unique niche. She's what I'd call a drag historian of sorts. I mean, through her channel, she educates people on famous drag queens, the history of certain looks, like she recreates the wig styles, and she's all about honoring the legacy of drag queens who came before her. Now, Jaymes keeps that tradition alive, making sure folks know that there's a history behind this art form. Her artistry isn't just about looking pretty. I mean, she wants to celebrate what came before her and keep the culture alive. I mean, how can you not love her for that? I think what really sets Jaymes apart is how much she gives back to her fans. She calls them her wiglets. I love that. People feel so inspired by her. I mean, maybe they're a little quirky, a little shy, and they see Jaymes being her unique self, and they think, if she can do it, so can I. She's a champion for the underdog, reminding folks that you don't have to be the loudest in the room to make a big impact. Jaymes shows us that drag is about heart, about personality, and about embracing who you truly are. She seems like such a sweet, sweet gal. That's just what she gives off to me. Now, you know, Sugar, I was just thinking about Jaymes Mansfield and queens like her. And not just for the wigs or the laughs. Look, Jaymes is one of those queens you watch, and you can just tell there's a good heart under all that sparkle and all that glam. She's got that kindness, that gentleness, you know, that you just don't find anywhere. But I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but it feels like the world needs people like Jaymes more than ever, especially now. But we got folks so wrapped up in division and in anger, in being right, that sometimes it just feels like we forget what it's like to see good people just being good. I mean, when Jaymes gets on that screen, she's fun, she's silly, she's all dolled up, but what shines brightest is her sweetness. And let me tell you why I think that's so important. Right now, we're all going through a lot. Folks are torn up over politics, over everything under the sun. It feels like we just can't agree on anything but kindness. Now, that's something we can all agree on. Jaymes and queens like her, they remind us that no matter who you are or where you come from, that heart of yours is just what folks remember. And I think that's why drag in its purest form is so powerful. Yes, it's glamour and it's glitter, but it's also soul. It's people like Jaymes who show you that you can be funny and campy, but still have that softness, that humanity that we all need to be reminded of every once in a while. When you see someone with a heart, it kind of brings out the best in you, doesn't it? I think so. So I say, God bless queens like Jaymes. They're the ones bringing joy to folks, reminding us all to be a little gentler, a little kinder, and a whole lot of fabulous, darling. That's in a world like this, darling, that's pure gold. So If there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. Let's try to bring a little more Jaymes Mansfield into our lives. Laugh a little more, love a little more, and if we're lucky, make folks feel the same warmth she gives us. Now, that's something we could all use. Now, I'm sure that she would probably say this too. I don't know her personally, but she would probably say, don't mistake my kindness for weakness. I say the same thing. Here's to Jaymes Mansfield, y'all, a queen who showed us that success isn't just measured by crowns or cash prizes, but by the love you bring and the lives you change. Jaymes turned us back into a success story, and we're all better for it. If you haven't already, go watch her channel, support her art, and take a page from her book. Be unapologetically yourself, and the world will have no choice but to love you for it. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments who your favorite drag race queen is. I'd like to do a little video on quite a few of them. Bye now. Mwah. Hi, Jaymes. If you see this, hi. I love you. I love you. Ooh. I'm having some serious deja vu. Some weird deja vu. Oh, you caught me cooking and without a stitch of makeup on. Right, I did that wrong, right? Caught me cooking.